I'd like to call the Human Resources meeting to order, promptly at 1:33. Roll call, please.
Kokendorfer, Bowman.
Here.
Middleton.
Here.
Wipert.
Here.
Zach is absent with notice. Hoffman.
Here. Thank you very much. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You have before you the minutes of our previous meeting of November 29.
I'll move them.
Moved by Commissioner Middleton, supported by Commissioner Wipert. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same, motion carried. You have before you the agenda for today. Any additions, corrections? Moved by Commissioner Wipert, supported by Commissioner Bowman. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same, motion carried. Is there anybody here today for public comment? Any introductions or anything that we might want to make, Michael? Just saying.
I'm here to introduce Anthony Bowen. He's our college intern for the next couple months. Anthony, this is the Human Resource Department. He comes over from Parks and Rec, and before that he was an intern with the Clerks Department, and he will be graduating from Oakland University in April, I believe. Is that correct? With a master's degree in public administration. So, welcome, Anthony, to the team.
Welcome, and you've probably already been told this is the most important committee.
Thank you, sir.
First,
You show up tomorrow.
right. The first item is Human Resource Department exception to Merit Rule 2.2. Moved by Commissioner Wipert, supported by Commissioner Bowman.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So last January, we came in with a resolution to temporarily suspend Merit Rule 2.2, and that would be the request for salary grade reviews while we go through the compensation and classification study project. In that resolution, there was an amendment that we would keep that extension, or we would keep the suspension through January of 18 unless we come back to you for another extension. So that's what we're doing. I can go through a little timeline. Our contract was signed last August after we took our time vetting all the RFP proposals and came back to you to appropriate the money for the project. Then we had planning meetings in September. JAQ and employee instructional meetings were held the week of October 23rd. So they just, their deadline for completing those was the 1st of this year. We had 1,534 employees complete the JAQ. It might not sound like a lot, but we have a lot of employees who completed them in groups of employees. So those were single JAQs that were turned in, 1,500. And out of the 825 classifications that we have, there's only 52 where there were no JAQs submitted for that title. So we will use the current job descriptions. MEG is currently sending out survey to other counties to survey our benchmark positions. And then they'll be analyzing those results February, March. They're currently and will continue to look over all the job analysis questionnaires, analyzing our classifications, determining what salary range recommendations they should make. Then sometime in April, March, April, we should have a draft recommendation. And then from there, we'll have to, along with the budget task force and county executive leadership, go through all those recommendations, work with management and budget on costs, and then when we're ready with final recommendations, we'll bring those to the board for approval. So before everything is completely finalized, we'll also be meeting with departments to go over the results and let them know how everyone fits into the whole process. We we'll still evaluate any new positions that come before us, but we would like to extend the suspension of Merit Rule 2.2 until the end of December of this year, just to ensure that we have enough time to finish this entire process, get everyone situated where they need to be. And if you have any questions, I will answer them.
Any questions? Mr. Wiper?
I mean, it seems like a long time, but it's really, once you look at it over the timeline, it's really on track. And-
Yes.
And the timing about falling into the budget approval process is gonna coincide nicely.
Yeah,
So-
when we came last year, we were hoping our timeline might be quicker, but we took our time vetting all those proposals, and then the contract wasn't subsequently signed until August, so that's kind of why we're at this point. But we've been moving along since the contract was signed.
But as for now, it looks like it's gonna fall in
Yeah.
April, May, and then we'll have budget hearings in July, which
Oh, yes.
you'll be able to look at the information and around
Yes.
the time of budget task force, and come September budget approval, you might have an idea of what needs to be done.
Yeah, right.
Is that?
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's no guarantee that it's gonna be a direct coincide with the budget, but it's looking like it could be on track, but no guarantees.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Commissioner Bowman?
I just had a bit of curiosity related to the questionnaires. You
sure.
noted, I'm sorry, it's been a while since we've been at this mic, so.
Not since last year.
You noted the number of questionnaire responses. I was just curious in terms of, in totality, the number of questionnaires that were made available, just in terms of the overall scope of what was returned. I'm trying to get a conceptual thought of percentage on return.
Oh, okay, so there's about 4,000 employees that were eligible, oh, no, actually less than that, because our unions were not participating.
Okay.
So probably about 2,500 employees that could possibly complete a questionnaire. And then, like I said, we received about just over 1,500 back. But a lot of people did them in groups. Like, say there's a department where there's 10 office assistants, and they all do pretty much the same work.
Right.
They did it as a group.
So just a follow-up question, was there maybe a percent that the management advisory group was looking for in terms of the responses that would yield an appropriate measure?
They like to have at least one for every job title.
Okay, that's it, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Bowman?
Yes.
Middleton?
Yes.
Wyper?
Yes.
Hoffman?
Yes. Thank you. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Then, thank you, guys, Lori and Jordy. Next item is appointments to the Classification Determination Hearing Subcommittee. Last year, I was on the committee, Commissioner Wypert and Commissioner Zach. Oh, I guess we should have a motion. Commissioner Wypert, supported by Commissioner Middleton. Thank you. I was on the committee, Commissioner Wypert, Commissioner Zach, and Commissioner Spiz was the alternate. Well, since he's not on this committee anymore, Commissioner Middleton has agreed to take that. I just did your job for you, didn't I? No? Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
But anyway, Reader's Digest version.
Yeah, this is for Merit Rule 3 job audits, which are a job study where we're looking at if a position's duties fall within a current pre-existing classification. And this type of study is continuing separate from the comp study. So we do still need the, yep.
I'm willing to continue to serve.
Yes, I am too, and Commissioner Middleton's already agreed to it, same with Commissioner Zach. Any questions?
Well, the motion that we're making would be for appointing, because it's committee action, right? So
Right.
they would be appointing those the members that you choose.
Right, for the one-year term.
Right. So
Okay.
you want Wypert to, is Wypert moving?
Yeah, it was moved by Commissioner Wypert, supported by Commissioner Middleton.
Okay.
All
And the members are, just to be clear for the record.
Myself, Commissioner Wypert, Commissioner Zach, and Commissioner Middleton will be the alternate. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Bowman,
Yes.
Middleton,
Yes.
Wypert.
Yes.
Kokender. Hoffman.
Yes. Motion carried. Thank you,
Thank you.
Heather. The last thing on the agenda is communications. I'd entertain a motion to receive and file.
I'll move
Moved
it.
by Commissioner Middleton,
That's what it
supported by Commissioner Wypert. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
is.
Aye.
I oppose the same, motion carried. Any other business today? Meeting adjourned.